Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome back to another video. So in this video we'll continue the exploration of the Baoma community, which is exactly where I am, but we are at the first section, which I think we've already done an exploration of, but I just wanted to show you guys the changes that have occurred since we did the video. I'll switch the camera around. So as you guys can see, I think the last time we did the video, this area was not like this. It was not tarred or constructed, but I just want to show you guys some of the changes that have occurred since we did the last exploration, as the road has been tarred right up through that particular point where that construction machinery is right there. As you guys are seeing it, right there is where they have stopped for now in tarring the road, but this other side has only been leveled and it will be tarred soon. So I just wanted to show you guys some of the changes that have occurred since we did the last video, but I'll pause here and then try and go to the other section and do the exploration of it, because that is the focus for today's video. Just wanted to show you guys and update you guys. So as you guys are seeing it, it has been leveled like this all the way up to that particular point, but I just wanted to update you guys and show you guys exactly some of the changes that have happened since we did the video. Welcome back. So we continue, and this other section this way is the focus for today's video, as there is also another section of this particular area, which is the Bauma community at Goderich. But I'll just pan the camera around. You guys remember the last video that we did, we started way up there at Jalo Drive. That was where we started the first video in the exploration of the Bauma community, but this is the other section, and as you guys are seeing, there's also another way that goes all the way, and it is also as crowded as this particular side. But for today's video, this will be the focus. This other section will be the focus of today's video, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, share, like, comment as we continue with the video. So just like I showed you guys earlier, the road is being paved, but we definitely don't know to what extent or where exactly they will stop, and which other parts will they take on next, as that other side that I showed you guys, where that construction machinery was, where it is parked, that is exactly where they started the tar, and from that particular side all the way to Nacom junction has been tarred, but this other side is still yet to be done. But this is exactly where we'll reach in the video, and then just try to take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are. We are at the Baoma community, and a reminder, we came from that way, as you guys are seeing it right there. We came from that particular side, and this is exactly where we are, as you guys are seeing it, the other section of the Baoma community. And of course, standing here, I would zoom in just to show you guys some of the houses that are located on those areas of the Baoma community, as you guys are seeing them. But we continue and make progress, and a reminder, this will be a lengthy video just like the other vlogs that we did, and just to let you guys know that we'll take this video all the way to another section that will walk using this main way that is called Marjay town, which is also another very crowded area. But just like we started here, as you guys are seeing, this other side is yet to be paved, but that other section to where exactly I showed you guys has already been paved, but we will see as we go along. Maybe immediately after we are past certain sections of this particular road, we'll encounter a particular area that is paved. But for now, this is the condition of this particular site, exactly where we are. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, share to as many of your contacts as possible, and help grow the channel. But again, we'll stand here just panning the camera around and show you guys exactly the layout of this other section of the Bauma community. And a reminder, we came from that particular side. The junction of Jalo Drive was where we started the vlog, and this is exactly where we are. And I'll just zoom in just to show you guys some of those houses that are located on that other section of this particular community. And also just to let you guys know that there is a very large private school that is located at the Baoma community that is called the Nacom International and Preparatory School, but their compound is not very far from exactly where I am. As we will continue, and immediately we'll reach there, I'll try and show you guys exactly that particular section. But for now, this is exactly where we are. Good morning. This is exactly where we are as we make way and continue with the video. So this is the Bauma community. So this is also another intersection that is called Bundu Drive. It goes all the way to that particular side, and standing here, if we can zoom in, we can definitely see some of those houses that are located. But since we are here, we'll just try to pan the camera around and show you guys exactly this other section, or try to see both of those houses that are located at this particular side. And that other way that leads up to that particular side is called Riddle Avenue, as you guys are seeing it at the Bauma community. But we continue, and we are slowly making way to the very large private school that is located at this particular community. So just a reminder, all these areas used to be very bushy parts, and that is a waterway or a makeshift bridge, a very small one, as we are seeing it as we continue. So that is the building of the school that I was telling you guys about, the Nacom school, which is a very large private school that is located at the Bauma community. But classes are in session, as we'll just walk through. That is their building. So this is also another drive that is located at the Bauma community called Salam Drive. It goes all the way to that particular side as we're seeing it. But again, just taking you guys back and showing you guys exactly, this is exactly where we are. And we'll try and zoom in on those hilly areas that are located at this particular side or section of this community as we make our way forward. So we continue. So that is the building of the private school, the Nacom Preparatory and International School. If I'm not, they have two buildings. I think this is one, and that other one is also another one. But since their compound is fenced and the school is housed inside the fence, as you guys are seeing it, this is the building of the school. And these buses that you guys are seeing, it's Nacom Nursery and Preparatory and High School. These are some of the vehicles or the buses that they usually use in transporting some of their students that live very, very far from this community, as the students that they have are scattered all over the western parts of the country. But again, we'll stand here just to take you guys back, and of course those hilly areas, try to get a picture of it as much as we can. And of course, taking you guys back, this is the school, and showing you guys exactly, that's exactly where we came from, but this bus is blocking our shot. And of course, these are some of the vehicles that they were using, but as you guys are seeing, they are not in pretty good shape as we continue. And of course, this is also a view of that other side of the Bauma community. As you guys are seeing it, those hilly areas, will just try and pan the camera around, and immediately after that we will continue with the video. This is called Shmata Lane. It goes all the way up to that particular side, but we continue. So just a recap for those of you guys that will not be able to tell exactly where we are at the Bauma community. This is Providence Drive. It goes all the way to that particular side, and if we stand here, we can see exactly some of the houses on that other section of the Bauma community, as we try to zoom in as much as we can. But we continue with the video, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, share to as many of your contacts as possible, as you guys help me grow the channel. So we are still here, and just like I was saying, for some of you guys that will not know exactly where we are at the Bauma community. I have previously done a vlog of one side of this particular area, and this is the other section of this particular area. And as for directions, if you guys are making it, or you guys are coming from the eastern part, I think your target destination should be Lumley, and at Lumley you will find another vehicle that would take you all the way to Mechkem Junction, and from there are bikes and other vehicles, but there are mostly bikes that usually take the inhabitants that are residing at this particular area. So that is just a direction for you guys, and as always, we'll stand here again and take you guys back, as this is exactly where we are, or the section exactly where we have reached in the exploration of this particular community. So that is exactly where we came from, and this is the section exactly where we are. Just panning the camera around and show you guys exactly where we are, still at the Bauma community. Ade, and making our way forward. And just like I was explaining to you guys, this will be a lengthy video. We'll try and see, just like other subsequent vlogs that we have done, we'll try and divide it into two parts if possible. But if it is not that lengthy, we'll make it a single video. But if not, we'll try and divide it into two and try to see how we'll be able to wing it in exploring this particular side. And just to let you guys know that this particular area that you guys are seeing, that is very, very crowded. In the 2010s and in 2010 and 2011, this particular area was very, very empty, as I can clearly remember that, because there was a way before this particular area was crowded with houses, there was a walkway that you will be able to walk directly from here all the way to the so this is Emmanuel Kamara Drive. It goes all the way up to that particular side, and we'll again stand here just to zoom in and show you guys some of those houses that are located in those hilly areas. And of course, taking you guys back, this is exactly where we are. We've come from that particular side, and this is exactly where we are. But so we continue where we stopped, and I had to pause the video because I was having a lengthy conversation with some of the elders, and he told me that this particular area that you guys are seeing, if I can stop this particular side where that particular pole is and that shop is, there used to be an access road that is located right there, but I think there is an issue where the owner of the compound that is next to that particular side has decided to block off the access road and build erect another structure that is located at that particular side, so which is causing some issues with some of his neighbors, because I think they hugely depend on that particular access road. But that was just what one of the elders of this particular area was telling me about that particular issue. And he also says that there is currently an injunction that has been placed on that particular building. But we'll stop here, just taking you guys back, and this is also another side or a glimpse of the other side of the Bauma community. And of course, taking you guys back, this is exactly where we are, and the area that I was telling you guys about was exactly where I am zooming in right now, where that particular pole and that yellow building is, and this is exactly where we are. And I'll just pan the camera around as we try and continue with the video. So just to let you guys know that we'll stretch this video as further as we can, just to let you guys get a feel of this other section, as this other side is more lengthier than the first exploration of that other section of the Bauma community that we did. But we'll try as much as we can, because immediately after the Bauma community there's also another community called Marjay town, which will do an exploration of. So this is Fadia Lengo Drive. It goes all the way up right there, as you guys are seeing it. But we continue with the video. So coming back to the topic of the road that I showed you guys that has been tarred, and one major downside to that particular road being constructed is that there are no speed bumps. And where I showed you guys where the pave, or where it was tarred all the way to the Nacom junction, there are no speed bumps all through that particular side, all through to Nacom junction. And there are up to 4 to 5 schools that are located on that other side where exactly has been paved. This is Fonima Street. It goes all the way down. Where has been tarred, there are about 4 to 5 schools that are located at that particular side, and there are bikes that usually tow and through that particular road with very high speed. And that is a major issue, because since that particular road has been tarred, every week there are about 3 to 4 stray dogs that are killed in that particular road. Every week a stray dog will be killed on that particular road. So this is just to admonish or to inform those that are in authorities of power to please, although I know that the road is yet to be completed, but for now at least let them try and erect a makeshift speed bump that will at least slow the speed of some of the bikes and the vehicles that usually frequent that particular side of the Bauma community. So for those of you guys that may know, those that are in power, please pass on the information that speed bumps need to be erected. At least 3 or 4 of them need to be placed at various sections of that particular road that has been tarred in order to stop. This is Alpha Drive, it goes all the way down to that particular side, in order to cause a major accident that is definitely waiting to happen, because some of these bike riders, they usually do not check for anything. The same speed that they use when they start at Nacom junction is the same speed that some of them usually use when they approach those hilly areas. So this is just an info for the authorities that are concerned, and we continue. So we are still at the Bauma community at Goodrich, and this is exactly the section where we are. But again, just standing here, I will take you guys back just to let you guys know exactly where we are. So this is exactly where we are, and that is Alpha Drive, and we've just passed there. Just try to let you guys know that this is exactly where we are. So this is Mama Kukumu Drive. It goes all the way to that particular side, and we are still here. So there is a school around here, and somewhere around this particular side that is called Chambers Rural Education. It is a very popular school that is located at this particular area. So this is exactly where we are, and of course, since we started the video, we have come across a lot of new construction projects. That is just to show you guys the amount or the crowdedness, or how crowded this particular area is. So for just to recap, we have left the Bauma community, and we are presently at the Funima community, which is also another section at Goderich, and this is exactly where we are. So this drive is Sale Drive. It goes all the way down, it goes all the way right there. You guys see, but we are here, and this is exactly where we are in the exploration of this particular main highway. So a recap, we have left the Bauma community way behind, and I'll just try and take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are. So this is exactly where we are. We have left the Bauma community, and this is exactly where we are. We are presently at Funima, which is also another section or another area that is located at Goderich. So there is exactly where we came from, and this is exactly where we are. And of course, those two large construction projects, as you guys are seeing it. But I'll just pan the camera around and stand here just to zoom in and show you guys exactly some of those vacant areas or lots that are located on those hilly sides, and of course this particular area exactly where we are. So as for the construction of the road, this particular area, I will definitely tell you that this particular side has developed quite a lot over the years, and it is only now that its roads are being fully constructed, as you guys are seeing it. But as for that first section of the Bauma community, some parts of it have already been constructed, but this other section of the Baoma or the Funima community is still not yet constructed, as you guys are seeing it. But we are here as we continue, and we'll definitely, as we go along, you guys will definitely see the amount of construction projects that are up and coming. And of course, the majority of the houses you guys have noticed are fenced, as you guys are seeing. That just tells you that this is a very, very affluent area, if I'm not mistaken. This is Williams Street, Fonima. It goes all the way down on that particular side as we continue with the vlog. And as always, bear with me as we still have a lot of areas to see and a lot of distance to cover, as this particular vlog will be a very, very, very lengthy one. But we are still here as we continue and make progress. And of course, standing here, I'll just try and take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are. So this is also a new construction project, as you guys are seeing. It's still here, and this is exactly where we are. We came from that particular side. We are at the Funima Community at Goodrich in the western rural part of the country as we continue. But we are here and we make progress. That is also another new construction project as we continue to explore this particular section. So this is a bridge and a huge waterway, as you guys are seeing it right there. And of course, those new construction projects right there, and this one. So we'll definitely not get tired of seeing large construction projects that are happening at this particular side, which is the Funima community. But we are still here as we continue the exploration. So that is also another construction project going on as we continue. So as you guys will definitely tell, this downstairs has already been designated to be shops, if I'm not mistaken. But we are here as we continue. So this particular section, as you guys are seeing it, is paved, and this particular road is called Femitona, and it goes all the way down to that particular side. And somewhere around this main road, the former president of the republic has a house at the junction of the Femitona Drive, which is exactly where we are. It goes all the way down to that particular side. But again, I'll just take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are. This is exactly where we are, still at the Funima community. We started at the other section of the Bauma community, and this is exactly where we are, just to let you guys know that this is exactly where we are. But I'll just pan the camera around so you guys will definitely tell. And of course, those new construction projects right there in those hilly areas that you guys are seeing them. So this we'll forget about this side, and we'll focus our attention on this particular side, which is also another section of the Funima community, and we are here as we continue. So as you guys have already noticed, that this side has been paved, and it has taken me a very long time to come to this particular side or this particular section, but we are here as we make progress. So immediately after we've left the Fonima community, we'll come across another section that is located around here called Marjay town, which is also another section. And I don't know exactly when this particular road was paved, but during the days that around 2011 2012, all this particular area was not this developed, and all these shops and enterprises that are located at this particular site was not here. But this is just to show you guys the changes that have occurred since that particular time, which is quite a long time ago, but we are here. So this is Khalid Drive, Marjay town. It goes all the way down to that particular section, but again we'll stand here, take you guys back, show you guys exactly where we are, and of course showing you guys those hilly parts of this particular section. So we are at another section called Marjay town, and of course we've left the Funima community right or way behind, and this is exactly where we are. And of course I've already shown you guys this drive that is called Khalid Drive at Marjay town, but we will continue and make progress and push the video as further as we can. So again, this is also a very nice and quiet neighborhood, just like that of the Bauma community, as you will definitely tell. And there's a new construction going on inside this fence or that particular compound. So as you guys will definitely hear, that this is a super residential, super quiet neighborhood, the Marjay town community. And also I think both of these three communities, the Bauma community, the Funima community, and also the Marjay town community, are residential areas, as you guys will definitely tell by the quietness. If these bikes are not frequenting this particular area, but of course you guys already know that these bikes usually bring the residents of this community that don't have private vehicles to their various destinations. So this is Iron Drive, it goes all the way down to that particular side, and this is Two-Way Drive, it goes all the way to that side. But again, we'll stand here just to take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are. We are at Marjay town. This is this section where exactly where we are, and of course panning the camera around and showing you guys exactly where we are. We are at Marjay town, and we are pushing the video further and further and further and further, just to let you guys know that this is exactly where we are. And this particular areas are very affluent areas, as you guys are seeing. It's most of the houses here are fenced off, as you guys will definitely tell. But we are here, all these areas that have been paved, and most of these houses that have been fenced off. And in comparison, I'll compare the Marjay Town community to that of the Spolu community and other affluent areas around the country. And I'll definitely compare this particular area to that of the Bauma community. The only difference between these two communities is because of this side is paved and the Bauma community is not paved. But I think if both communities are paved, there is a very likelihood that all these communities are very nice and super residential and quiet areas, as you guys will definitely tell. So we'll pause here and then try and see if we'll continue with the vlog. Welcome back. So this is the part 2, if I can say that, or the second part of the video, as we continue the exploration of the Marjay Town community. And just to let you guys know that we are still at the Goodrich community and a section called Marjay Town. So this is exactly where we are, and of course that is exactly where we came from, as you guys are seeing it. But this is exactly where we are at Marjay Town. Just turning the camera around so you guys will see exactly the changes that have occurred around this particular side. And if I'm not mistaken, this particular road will lead all the way to Bar Junction, and there is a route that connects this particular area all the way to that particular side. But we are here and we continue still here. So this is Kotu Drive, it goes all the way to that particular side, and you would definitely like this particular neighborhood, as you guys are seeing it. And it's very quiet, fenced off, and to top it all off, it has nice and beautiful houses, paved roads. So this will be the second part, or the focus for this particular part, or this section of this vlog as we continue. So just like I was explaining to you guys, I think the Bauma community, there are 3 sections, and of course we've done the first one and we've already finished the exploration of the second part. But that other section that leads to those hilly areas where I showed you guys, where I was standing at Jalo Drive, if possible, that will be the focus for another part of the exploration of the Bauma community, as we'll try and complete that particular area. But since we have completed both parts, I think maybe, if possible, and this is a large community field, and of course standing here we'll definitely see some parts or some sections of the Bauma community standing right here. But again, I'll take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are, and of course you guys will see that particular road that leads all the way up to those hilly areas, and of course those vacant lots and that new constructed building. But again, I'll pan the camera around just to show you guys. So we are at Marjay Town, and a recap for those of you guys that will not be able to tell exactly where we are. So in coming to this particular section, again, if you're coming from the eastern part of the country, of course the target destination will be Lumley, and from Lumley you find another transport that will take you to another destination called Bar Junction, and that there exactly when you stop there are bikes that will take you to the different sections that are located at the Marjay Town community, which is exactly where we are. But of course, if you are coming from the Bauma community side, you just walk straight through. Don't bend left or right, just take it straight through, and there is exactly where we. And of course, if you are coming from or you are stopping at Femi Tona, of course there are bikes there also that usually take passengers to the Baoma community and also to other areas that are located at the Marjay Town community, which is exactly where we are. But I'll try and cross just to have a balanced view of this particular side of this particular area as we make progress, just to let you guys know we are at the Marjay Town community. So, and also comparing both communities, because I think the Marjay Town community is more developed in terms of its road being constructed and with its well designed drainage systems compared to that of the Bauma community. But I definitely see both communities as the same, because this will be exactly how the Bauma community will look if its roads and its drainage systems are properly constructed, just like this one. And talking about the speed bump issue that I just told you guys that should be constructed at that section of at the first section of Bauma community, I think this other side, maybe this side has also not been completed yet, but since we started we have not came across no vlog or video. You on camera? We have not came across no speed bump, but we'll stand here, just try to take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are. So this is exactly where we are. I'll just take you guys back and zoom in. So we came from this particular side, right there is where we came from, and of course zoom in to show you guys those hilly areas, and of course panning the camera around just to show you guys this is exactly where we are as we make progress with the vlog. So I am walking on this side now, at least just to have a balanced view of both sides or both sections of the road, and the focus will be to end the exploration of this particular area or community, but we'll see how far we'll go with that particular video, as we definitely come across some construction projects as you guys are seeing it. So there is Jabi Drive. It goes all the way down to that side and also continues down on that particular side. And of course, if I can stand here, that particular section where I am zooming in is part of the Juba estate, or part of the Juba Hill community, which we are yet to do a video or exploration of, but in the coming days hopefully we'll try and do an exploration of that particular community. But this is exactly where we are, and of course the drive also goes to that particular side, Jabi. So we continue, as I was just chopping it up to chopping it up with some of the youth that I met on the way, and they were asking me the name of the channel, so I had to show them. And continue with the vlog. So still here at Marjay town, and we'll try and push the video as further as we can. And I think since we started the video, we've only came across some enterprises or some shops, and these ones are examples of them. But apart from that, most of the houses that are located here would definitely tell that this is a residential area and not a business community, because if it was other areas, you will have definitely come across more than a handful of enterprises or vendors. But here, if I'm not mistaken, we've only came across I think 2 or 3 of them, and there's also that one that is located right there. So this particular area has changed a lot over the years, and I was just showing you guys the Juba estate or the Juba Hill community, which we are yet to do an exploration of, as that particular area is just as crowded and residential as this particular side. But I think when we'll finally do an exploration of that particular area, you guys will definitely see how exactly it is. But we'll pause here and then try to take you guys back just to show you guys exactly where we are. So this is exactly where we are, and this is exactly where we came from. Still at Marjay town and heading for the end of this particular area, and the end of the Marjay town community will definitely be at the Goderich main highway. But we are still not there yet, and we are yet to reach to that particular side. But this is exactly where we are. And of course, another new construction project as we are right there, and of course that one also right there. Still here, still continuing with the project, and that is a Chrysler 300 C. And still here, still pushing forward. This is Funima Drive. It goes all the way down, and of course when we are standing here, we are definitely seeing some parts or some sections of the Juba Hill community, which is also another area or one of the affluent areas that are located in the western part of the country. So just taking you guys back, and we continue with the video. That bike was loud. And we continue with the video. So I think this other side or this other section, exactly where we are, there are a handful of enterprises. We continue and still here as we make progress with the video. So starting at the Marjay town community, you will definitely think that most areas are developed just as the start of the community, which is the Marjay town community. But I think just like other sections, some lands are developed, but some are still in the process, or some are still vacant, and that does not mean that it is not owned by an individual or the government. So this is exactly where we are, and that is a nice small new construction project as we continue and we make progress. So as this is a lengthy video, we will definitely take or divide this video into two parts. One section will be the exploration of the Funima community and the Bauma community, and another section will be the exploration of the Marjay town community. But again, standing here, I'll just try and take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are. So this is exactly where we are. We came from that particular side right there, and this is exactly where we are, but we continue. And of course, that is the new construction project right there, but we continue with the video. And as always, bear with me as we still have a lot to see and a lot to cover as we continue with the video. So this is a very large section of this particular community, but we are here and we continue. As always, bear with me as we still have a lot to see, but we are coming, or we are almost coming to the end of the vlog, as we are almost near to the Goodrich main highway, which is exactly where the Marjay town community ends. And of course, you guys already know, just a reminder, we have left the Marjay town community, and this section that leads all the way to the main Goderich highway is the Bendembu section. But it depends, as you know, some communities are usually joined together by just a small demarcation. As immediately you start one community, that will be exactly where the other community ends. But this is exactly where we are, and we are coming very close to the end of this vlog as we make progress. And of course, thanking you guys for coming along with me. This is NM to it, guys. It goes all the way to that particular side, and this is the mosque, the community mosque, but we are here. So just a reminder of where we started to exactly where we are. We started at the other section of the Bauma community. We've passed the Funima community, which is also another community that is located at Goodrich, and of course we'll stand here again and take you guys back just to show you guys this is also another mosque. So I think there are two mosques that are still under construction at this particular section, and that is also another one. So this is exactly where we are. And again, standing here, if we can zoom in, we can see some other sections. Right there is the Juba estate or the Juba Hill, some sections of it we are definitely seeing by standing right here, and it goes all the way to that particular side. But this is exactly where we are, and of course I'll just pan the camera around before we continue. So we are at the Bendembu community. We have left the Marjay town community behind, and just like I was telling you guys, this is just the main highway, which I think in exploring it will almost definitely see, if not 100%, but the majority of the whole community. Although there are some sections that we missed, but this particular side will definitely tell you a lot about these areas or these communities that we have done an exploration of. But this is exactly where we are, and we are coming very close to the end of the vlog. And as always, thank you guys for coming along with me. That is also a new construction project, and that one right there and that one right there. So we are coming very close to the end of the vlog, and as always, thank you guys for coming along with me. So this is the main Goderich highway, as you guys are seeing it, just to show you guys how interconnected some of these communities have become over the years with the construction of these new road networks. But this is exactly where we'll stop the vlog, and this is the main Goodrich highway, as you guys are seeing it. But we are yet to do an exploration of this other section of this main highway, but this is exactly where we'll stop the vlog. And as always, just to take you guys back, there is exactly where we came from. So that is the video, and until I catch you guys again at the next one, peace.